Today, myself and Chani have created our own clubs.
And we're racing to see who can become the best club owner.
Now we're starting from the bottom in EFL League 2 with a one-star team. But the goal is to win the Champions League.
I'm gonna win it first and show you how a football club is actually run.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Every season, we get 3 signings with a base budget of 50 million.
But winning trophies along the way gets you more money.
Winning the league gets you 30 mil.
And winning any cup gets you 20 million.
Now, don't get too excited about all this money because I'm going to make you release all your signings.
That's right. Every season, we get 3 chances to guess each other's signings.
Guess correctly and the other person will have to release their signing. Alright, so kicking off season 1, this is the team I've got. My highest rated player is this man called Armstrong, 63 rated centre back. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
When I look at my squad, I guess the best player would be Kirby right here, a 24-year-old 64 rated centre back.
Now, one thing I didn't mention is that we both get to scout one Youth Academy talent that must be in our team throughout this journey, but we only get one, so we've got to be really picky when we scout. We might actually have the richest clubs in the history of EFL League 2. You got any plans for your signings?
I mean, with that amount of money, I definitely can make a big difference to my team.
Well, don't forget, the first season, the guesses are going to be based on nations. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm doing this challenge with the S2GFC squad, although I don't think these players today are going to be helping all that much.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong.
I think before we make any signings, the first plan should be to figure out where we're sending our scout. I only get one Youth Academy talent, so I need to make this choice count. And there's nothing like finding the next Neymar. Let's get on the hunt for that.
So when I look at my squad, there was just one thought in my mind. To me, it's clear this team will need a hero, and I want that to be my striker. So I will send my academy scout over to Argentina, and I want him to find the Messi of the striking position. So with the striking position sorted out, I'm thinking I need to go for a center midfielder, a left back, and a right back. But a center midfield position, a big talent comes in, and his name is Stroikens from RSC Anderlecht. This guy is an amazing center midfielder. He comes in though for only 9.2 million. Now that sorts out the right center midfield position. He is so good attacking. I'm telling you right now, this guy will carry this squad. Since we're going for the nationality, I have to be a bit creative. And surely Boss is perfect for it. It's an Australian left back joining us for just about 8.4 mil. He's only 22 years old. Lots of pace on him. 5'11", rapid play style. Most importantly, that now leaves me with 31 million to spend on the goalkeeper. This transfer I'm making right now is going to change the trajectory of this club, because I have signed Robin Roofs from Sunderland for 26.3 million. And that rating right there changes everything. From a 60 up to a 79. The team is looking so much better already. Now I just got to find this Youth Academy talent. We have a scout report coming in now, and I am seeing Daniel Ceballos, 5'8", 63 rated, possibly high potential, signed. And Agustin Montero on a 62. A month later, the second scout report comes in, and it looks pretty terrible. Now for me, the final one, please just have someone outstanding. Oh man, he has good potential, but he's 15. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Daddy, chill.
So only the scout report from the first time was actually useful, and from what I'm seeing here, we have an issue. This guy has no potential. This guy is 63 rated up to 81, and then we have another one 63 rated up to an 83. I have to hope that dynamic potential is gonna go my way. I'm gonna buy Agustin Montero. He's 5'6". He has a bit longer hair. That man is Messi.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Everything, down to the last minute detail.
Now, I want my team to play super attacking football, and that's why 4-3-3 attack, that's going to be the play. Although that does mean we're going to have to go big for the camp spot. Now, there's no restriction on what leagues we can sign players from. I mean, I can bring Premier League players into my League 2 team. And that is what I'm thinking to do with Amad Diallo. 79 rated, just 22. But I'd be blowing a big chunk of my budget. And there you go, I've just signed Amad for 27 mil. Because at this stage, with how bad our teams are, if either of us end up having to release players, we might be completely on the back foot, so it's very important we get to keep all our signings. Now, goalkeeper is also a spot I want to improve, and I'm liking 74 rated Ipolo. There's no way Chani guesses that nation, because even I don't know which nation is that.
few inches later.
Okay, so my shocking geography knowledge is getting exposed. I just found out that that's Congo. But yeah, Chani ain't guessing that.
To confuse your enemy, you must first confuse yourself.
Okay, we had to spend 8 million to bring in Ipolo. We're still left with 10.8 million. And with that, I'm thinking of going with Pascal Struijk. I know Netherlands is a bit risky, but he fits in our budget nicely. We're signing him up. I reckon with the signings we've made, we should be able to win the league title. Because I want to do that, boys, not just get promoted. The advantage is huge. And one thing that could really help us is finding a super talent through the academy. And wait a minute, we've just found Felipe Coutinho's son. He actually looks pretty good, you know, already at a 63 overall. Oh, but this 14-year-old kid kind of looks a bit like Hendrik. Insane potential. But oh, wait, guys, I think we've just found a baller. Romulo Costa. Potential's there. Current overall is a bit low at 61, but he's got 5 to 7 playstyles. I've never seen that. Nah, bro, these playstyles are insane, and that's why Romulo Costa, you're the man we're gonna trust. The only academy player we've got. Let's go. We're gonna play Costa on the right, and honestly, this team looks like it can destroy EFL League 2, as long as I get to keep my transfers. All right, Chani, I'm actually so nervous about the guessing game, because if either of us guess one of our players, it could probably keep us stuck in EFL League 2.
That is exactly my fear as well, so please help me by not hitting my guesses.
I'm honestly so bad with these nation guesses. I don't think I've got like any single one right lately. But I'm gonna start with English.
Well, English is not a hit, my friend.
I knew it was too obvious, but maybe it was like so obvious that you would have like double bluffed me or something. But okay, that just didn't work. I have a feeling you've gone for maybe an African nation. What about Morocco?
Thankfully, that is not it.
I'm just gonna go Germany as my final guess.
I get to keep all my players. I have gone for Congo. I've gone for Netherlands and Australia.
Fair enough. Now it's your turn, bro.
I'm going to start off with Dutch.
Are you actually joking? I signed Pascal Struijk for the centre-back spot. I can't believe this. I legit can't believe this.
Yes! Get him out of there!
Bro, that's my centre-back gone. I'm going to be stuck in EFL League 2, and you have 2 more guesses.
Okay, I just checked. Struijk only costs about 9 million or way less than that in sterling. So you have gone big somewhere. And I think you might have gone Belgium to get Lamens into your squad. Is that what you've done?
Nope, but you were close, in a way.
That's an interesting thing to say. How about Greece? Have you gone for Tsolakis?
I'm safe. I'm safe. I actually went for Ipolo, who was Belgian, but he's changed his nationality to Congo.
Well, at least I got one hit, and you did not.
And I think that might lead to you getting promoted and me being stuck in EFL League 2. I hope not, though. End of the season, and with my centre-back gone, it was kind of obvious, but yep, I did not win the league. But I'm still in a fight for promotion. Managed to knock out Salford City in the playoff semi-finals. Yo, and if I beat Notts County in the final, I'm gonna be in EFL League 1.
Well, you better be, because I have won the title. I'm going up, but let's see if you make it.
Bro, the fact that you're gonna get a 30 million budget boost as well, at the bare minimum, I need to be there. The only thing that can let me down is my centre-backs after you made me, of course, release Struijk. But let's see what happens. Can I go up as well? And yes, on penalties.
Get out of here, man. Unbelievable. But at least I have the budget advantage. I'm going to tell myself that.
All right, season 2, and I'm so glad I'm in EFL League 1 as well. I didn't want Chani running away with it, but I am a bit worried that he's got such a big budget advantage over me. Although I could get revenge by making him release his players. Because this season, we're only allowed to sign players from English clubs. You know what carried me last season? Romulo Costa, bro. Up to 67 overall now. But yeah, we're going to need to build a good team around him. Of course, I need a centre-back this season. I'm thinking a midfielder as well, and possibly a right-back. Only signing players from English clubs does make it tricky, but I think we could be a bit cheeky, go for someone like Jared Brantwaite. It would honestly wipe a big chunk of my budget, but I need to figure out a way to catch up to Chani, possibly win EFL League 1. And I've got him for 33 million, and I'm hoping Chani doesn't guess Everton, man. He already took away Pascal Struijk last season. I don't want to let go of Jared Brantwaite. Also, I don't mind signing a Sunderland player, Kiriani Sabe, 74 rated. Got him for 8 million flat. Well, now this is interesting. Nippon from Man City, 73 rated sentiment, just 19. Just about fits our remaining budget as well. I know he plays for Man City, but I'm willing to take a bit of a risk. I feel like Chani knows that my budget is lower. He'll probably assume that I cannot sign any players from Man City. We're gonna double bluff him.
Now, going into the season and seeing 80 million in my budget feels like it's my birthday. Also, the fact that our little Messi right here is growing and doing really well makes me happy. Hopefully, his potential has increased because then I can focus on other positions that are low rated. Left wing and right wing, I definitely want to jump into that this season. And then possibly another centre back. But a left wing, I have gone for Brentford's Kevin Schade. Welcome into our team. He joins us for 28 million. And his new partner on the right wing will be a special player. It's former Arsenal and Chelsea talent Omari Hutchinson walking in from Nottingham Forest for 21.4 million. With him on that right wing, this attack is set up to support Montero. He is a good passer of the ball as well, which is important to me. This attack looks incredible, and Stroikens is going to do an amazing job supporting them too. And for the centre-back spot, a giant walks in the name of Mamadou Sarr from Chelsea, the only big club I've signed a player from. 20.5 million spent on this deal. So automatically, this team looks like one that should have the ability to get promoted.
All right, bro. Unlike last season, I feel very confident this time. I don't think you're going to guess my signings.
Well, let's find out about that, because I think you desperately need a centre-back, so that kind of helps me here make my guesses. And my first one would be Chelsea. They have players like Sarr. They have players like Achiampong. What we saying?
Good shout, but no.
Okay, what about Nottingham Forest? They have a nice Brazilian talent over there.
Nope.
Okay, now I gotta make a good guess. I don't think you would have gone for the lower leagues, but maybe for a team that's gonna go down there anyways. Burnley.
I'm safe. I'm safe. You won't believe it, man. I was able to sign a Man City player, Nippon. I also brought in Jared Brantwaite, so finally, I now have a centre-back. And my final signing was Sabe, the Belgian right-back. So I guess I get to keep all my players.
Okay, now it's your turn. Take your shot.
If I can get at least one guess right, it could keep you in EFL League One. So there's a lot riding on this. And I feel like maybe you've gone with Aston Villa.
Nope, that is not it.
Would you go with Everton by any chance?
I was thinking about it, but no.
I've got just one guess. This is hard. I'm just going to go with Sunderland.
I'm safe. Let's go. I'm playing for promotion.
Fair enough, bro. I think you might be able to go back-to-back league titles.
That's the goal.
End of the season and my squad has grown like crazy. My highest rated player is Amad Diallo, 88. Probably the best player in EFL League One history.
What the hell, man? How? You had less money than I did. Anyways, Roofs is on an 87 for me. It's the most important position in the game, so I guess that's good for me.
How's your academy guy doing?
He's gone up to a 74 now at the age of 18. I'm telling you, this guy's Messi's regen.
Well, my Neymar regen is doing pretty well as well. He's 74 too. It's going to be interesting to see which one of our wonder kids ends up higher rated towards the end. I'm hoping it's my Brazilian boy.
So how about your league position then? Did you make it this time?
Well, I didn't just make it. I'm at the top, winning EFL League One, 102 points.
I have won the title as well, 90 points. So let's not get too excited over here.
Oh, I could have gotten extra money. I lost the Virtu Trophy final, man.
That's something I need to check as well. Virtu Trophy? Oh my god. Dropped out in round 3. What?
I can't believe that we're both already in the championship. Now, for next season, the guesses are going to be based on leagues.
Now, with 80 million in the budget and the front four already sorted out, I need to focus on my midfielders and my defenders. And for me, it had to be Van den Bosch because he plays over in Belgium, which will make it kind of tough for Sid to guess, but I needed a new centre-back. So Kirby, goodbye. We have a new man at the back. 6'3". Good play styles on top of it. I don't know if this one is the right decision. I gotta be telling you, because he's a very cheap option here. And that is Colby Donovan, who I've now gotten from Chelsea. Oh no, I thought he was playing for Celtic. What the hell? The whole plan is wrong. I wanted to sign him from Celtic so that way he never guesses it. If he guesses Prem, I'm gonna be fuming because I wanted to go ahead and spend huge on a CDM.
Same, but different. But still same.
Don't ask me how, but I just made a huge signing for a lot less than his actual value because Marc Casado is now joining me for 30 million. I thought I would have to spend like 40, 45 on him because his actual value as an 83 rated player comes in at 38. So he now takes over that right CDM position. Casado, welcome to the team. One of the biggest talents I can buy in that position. I've gone Spain, La Liga. I've gone Belgian League, and I've gone Prem for whatever freaking reason. He's going to guess one of my signings, man.
Okay, I'm so glad I've managed to claw back the advantage. Chani had 80 million in the bank this season. I'm thinking we gotta sort out our defense. A centre-back and a left-back would be best. Now, I found a very interesting player from the Belgian Pro League. Matt Smith, 79 rated centre-back. I think for 20 million, this is a very smart pickup. For the left-back spot, I think I'm gonna take a bit of a risk with Alex Valle, 79 rated. We could end up losing 27 million if Chani guesses Serie A, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. And you know what? For my final signing, call me crazy, but I'm thinking let's go Premier League. I feel like it's maybe a bit too obvious for Chani to even guess. And yup, there's Adingra joining S2GFC. Not gonna lie, this has been a ridiculously good window. We've improved our defense, improved our attack. I think if we keep this squad as is, I should be able to win the championship as well. All right, Chani, hit me with your guesses.
So let's start off with Portugal. What about that one?
I was thinking about it, but no.
How about the Eredivisie? Would fit into your budget.
Again, no. I knew you were gonna say those two.
Serie A. Last choice. Come on.
Ah, you do get one. You do get one, man. I thought I was safe. My left back, Alex Valle.
Bye, Valle. Should have stayed in Spain.
Well, he's not my left back anymore. Released from his contract.
Okay, now it's your turn. Take your shot. And please, let me have my players.
I feel like you've gone for maybe a relegated club in the championship. Did you do that?
No, I did not.
Why am I so bad at this, bro? What about Bundesliga?
No, again, you're wrong.
La Liga?
No! Dude, not that one. It was
go!
my most expensive signing.
I needed to hit something, finally.
83 rated Marc Casado is leaving the team. I am absolutely fuming. That is such a big hit.
I think that's going to be the difference between one of us getting promoted, man.
At least I got your Valle, so I don't feel as bad, I guess.
End of the season, and again, my team's growth has actually been insane. I've legit got an 89 rated goalkeeper. Ahmad is 89. My Brazilian Academy boy is up to 79 too. It's my left back spot that's stinking up, and wonder why.
Well, for me, my academy talent has gone up to a 79 himself. Stroikens on an 89, Roof's on an 88, Hutchinson on an 87. It's looking good for now.
By the way, I forgot to mention, if any of us gets promoted to the Premier League first, they're gonna have a massive advantage.
Well, then you better get promoted because I have won the championship. 97 points. Chani FC goes up into the Premier League.
That is crazy, because that means next season you're gonna have double base budget. Even the trophy boosts get doubled. So if my math is correct, you're gonna be rocking 160 million next season. And if I don't get in the Premier League, I'm just gonna be left behind. And no way, I finished 6th. I can't believe this. I'm gonna have to get through playoffs.
Oh, now I'm excited. Come on. Lose.
On penalties, I got through against Southampton in the semis. And now it's a playoff final against Coventry. I feel like at this point, I've got a bit of experience in these playoff finals. I've done it before. I can do it again. Make it to the Premier League. And yes, let's go. I'm still going to be at a massive disadvantage budget-wise.
And you deserve that. You got rid of my Casado.
So finally, after 3 seasons, both our clubs are in the Premier League. Now, the race is on to see who can win the Champions League first. But this season, the guessing game is going to be a bit different. We're both going to be signing players only from Premier League winning clubs.
And for us to release our opponent's transfers, we have to guess the club they got them from.
At first, I was excited to have 100 million. But knowing that Chani has got 160 kind of makes me depressed. I'm once again on the back foot. And that's why this season, I need to get my signings right. Left back, centre mid, striker. We sort those positions out and we could be in a really good spot. Now you might be thinking, why on earth do I have a Tottenham player in here? Well, because back in 1961, Spurs did win the English League. It was not called the Premier League back then, but it still counts. I think we're going to bamboozle Chani with this one. There's no way he guesses Spurs. And so Nico O'Reilly is joining S2GFC. Okay, I don't think we're going to have the money to make 2 more signings. Okay, I don't even know if I should be allowed to sign Lewis Smiley, because the last time Newcastle won the league was back in 1927. Almost 100 years ago. But hey, it counts. And with that, I've just got myself a baller in midfield.
Just so you know, it's not just the Premier League title, it's the top flight title that the team must have won. And for me, that meant I could go for Arribas. This guy I've just recently used in one of my rebuilds, and I'm telling you right now, he is absolutely goated. At an 82 rating, I've changed my formation because I'm kind of trying to throw off Sid a little bit here. Arribas joins in now, and I'm 100% sure he's going to carry this squad. Did I mention that I bought him from Wolves? I don't know if I did, but they have won the English top flight. This next one I had to pay a bit of a premium on because he is a generated player with extremely high potential. And that man would be Steve Gilbert or whatever. He comes in from Newcastle, 83 rated. And it showed that he had up to 91 potential. Left-footed. He has jockey and anticipate. Really good defensive play styles. In this formation, I would love to have a more defensive left centre mid. So we're sorted for now. I still have plenty of money to spend though. And so I got myself Munoz. He is originally a Crystal Palace player, but luckily in my career mode, the now 32-year-old has moved across to Tottenham. For 17 million, we've gotten him. And the reason behind this transfer is Donovan has insane potential now. He's gonna get past him, but immediately to bring in the impact, 82 rated Munoz is gonna be doing the job. And that will allow someone like Donovan to grow in the background and next season take over.
So now that you've got 160 million, I feel like you've gone for some big players. I'll start with Liverpool.
Thankfully, that's a no.
Would you have gone with Nottingham Forest?
That is a no. How about your third one then?
You know what? I don't want to signing any Man City players, so I'm just going to say City.
All good. I'm keeping my players. So I've signed from Newcastle as well. I have a regen there that had like 90 potential, so he's part of my squad. I've signed Arribas from Ronaldo's new club. He had played for Wolves, so I've purchased him. And I have got myself Daniel Munoz as a right back for now.
Fair enough.
Now, your team needs a couple of big improvements, and I'm thinking you've gone... At least one of them has to be obvious. So how about Liverpool?
Nope.
I guess I'll try another obvious one. Maybe we're going with Arsenal.
Not Arsenal as well?
Okay, maybe the last one is a bit like left field. Let's go Nottingham Forest.
Okay, you came close, but nope. I in fact went for Lewis Miley of Newcastle.
Oh, okay.
And this transfer, you wouldn't even guess. I went for Nico O'Reilly from Tottenham. They actually won the league back in like 1961 somehow.
Oh, you've done your research right there. And so it begins, our first season in the Prem.
No freaking way. My first season in the Premier League and I finished 12th.
Well, that's cute because I have finished 6th. Yes, I have 66 points qualified for Europe.
Hey, as long as you've not won any cups, you're not going to be getting any bonus money, so that should be fine by me.
Yeah, no FA Cup for me. Carabao Cup? Yep. Also not mine. How about you?
Yeah, same. Didn't win anything. But my team is looking good though. I've got 3 players 91 rated. My academy boy is 83 as well.
I have literally only 1 player at a 91. The rest of the team is slowly getting there. My striker is on an 83. Pretty happy with that.
I think that's what I need to fix, bro. I've got a 67 rated striker up top. Oh, I think I've just revealed my transfer plan. Now for next season, we're going to have to get creative with our signings because we're not going to be allowed to sign any players from the Premier League.
And the guesses will be based on nationality.
Heading into season 5, I don't like that Chani's leading the race. He's already in Europe, man. But maybe that could actually be an advantage for me because this season, I don't have to focus on any European competition, just the Premier League. And if I get my signings right, which is basically a striker, I think I could win the league. Now, we're banned from signing Premier League players. But that's honestly fine by me because I could go with Endrick, who plays in League for PSG now. 87 rated, only 22. And I think his contract's expiring, so he's available for real cheap. It's a risk though going for Brazil, and we might need to go all in on him. But you know what? Since Chani's got the lead, I've got to be taking a risk. I genuinely feel like if I get to keep Endrick, I could end up winning the Premier League this season. Now, since we did have a bit of cash left, I'm going to sign this Amenda guy from Switzerland. 78 rated centre-back would be a good player to have on the bench.
We are signing a star, my friends, and that man is Turkish. And that is something that he won't guess unless he thinks I'm going for players from my nationality. But anyways, this is Can Uzun now walking into the team from Eintracht Frankfurt for 80.6 million. As much as I like Arribas, I will start needing some backup players, and Uzun is going to be the starter from now on. 23 years old, exceptional stats. He's going to be a goal scorer for us. He's going to be someone that's going to keep on growing, so that signing was a must. And with literally my last penny, I have signed a player now. That will be a backup striker. Tom van Bergen, 12.9 million. Comes in at a 77 rating. Arribas, Van Bergen, and Donovan. Some great backups to have. Hoping that Donovan actually takes over this season. So I'm just going to put him there right now.
I cannot stress enough just how important it is that I get to keep this signing I made. Please, Chani, don't make me release him.
Okay, the first player I'm thinking of is Endrick, Brazil. What are we saying?
Are you actually joking? You literally guessed the exact player I went for. How?
Let's go. Enjoy your 66 rated striker. This is the turning point in this video.
Bro, I literally went all in on him as well. He was my only big signing. I can't believe this.
For the next ones, I'm going to go French and Spain. What are we saying?
I just signed a Swiss centre-back to be backup, and yeah, that's all I've got now this season.
Well, let's see if you can hit mine. Go ahead.
Have you gone German?
No, I have not.
Portuguese, maybe?
That is also wrong. One last chance.
You know what? Maybe England.
All good. Survived. I got myself Can Uzun. He was my only big signing, 86 rated. And then I got myself a backup striker from Netherlands at a 77 rating.
I think you might actually win the Premier League at this rate.
This team is definitely capable of it.
Now, one thing I forgot to mention was that once we get to the Champions League, our budgets will get doubled once again. So right now, Chani, you've got the advantage. I feel like you've qualified for Champions League, haven't you?
You'll be surprised. I finished 9th, 62 points. I have fallen off. It doesn't make sense. But wait, don't get too excited because I won the Europa League. And with that, I've qualified for the Champions League. So, hey, I made it there in the end.
That is awful. You're going to have like 280 million next season. I'm cooked. I'm absolutely cooked.
Please, before you tell me where you finished, just tell me how many goals your 66 rated striker got.
Nicholas Hart, bro, he played like one game, 0 goals. I don't know who played striker then. Clearly wasn't him. It was my academy boy who carried and got in as many goals as he could.
Well done, I guess. So now, your league position. Tell me you missed the Champions League.
And yup, I ended up finishing 5th. 3 more points and I would be in the Champions League too. I'm gonna be at such a disadvantage next season, man. This is unbelievable.
Now this season, we only get to sign players from Champions League winning clubs.
And if either of us manage to guess the player, then they gotta be released.
And well, because I qualified for the Champions League, my budget was doubled to 200 million. And then because I won a trophy, 280. How's your budget looking though?
This is painful. Just that 100 mil. You've almost got 3 times more money. I'm cooked.
Mate, I thought you were the guy for creating clubs. What happened?
I have no words, but I'm not out yet. I'm still gonna try and make the comeback.
Unless I guess you're striker again, so good luck with that. The question is now, what do I do with that much money when my team is already this good? I guess I would have to get a right back, huh? And I guess there was only one option, but I think there's no way Sid actually guesses this because it's a player that plays for Feyenoord, but now in my game is at Barcelona, and he comes in at an 88. So Donovan, sorry again, but you're being replaced once more. And after that, I'm signing the same player Sid has signed for his team. Nippon is joining us at just about 50 million, but an 83 rating. I think for Sid, he actually is like, what, 90 something? And the final signing for this season is a centre-back in the name of Ordóñez, who apparently has joined the likes of PSG. So, of course, I can sign him. So in terms of backups now, we have Van Bergen, Arribas, Nipan, and Ordóñez.
I had no answers to Chani's mocking of me. He's humiliated the OG Creator Club guy, man. I can't bring shame to S2GFC like this. I'm gonna have to go all in on a striker with this 100 mil and make sure that Chani doesn't get it right this time. Wait a minute, guys. Endrick is a free agent. I could technically sign him back. Oh, but the rules won't allow it. He's a free agent and he needed to be at a Champions League winning club. So, yeah, I'm not signing Endrick. Besides that, I think Chani knows I might do that. Not gonna lie, I really like Liam Delap. 85 rated. I think we could get him for a good price as well. Chelsea, though, that could be an obvious guess. You know what? For 47.7 million, I can't say no to Liam Delap, so we are gonna sign him from Chelsea. To be fair, I just realized Chani's gonna have to guess the player name, not the club. So I think Delap should keep me safe. This season, though, I don't want to take a chance. I'm gonna sign another striker, Rasmus Højlund of Man United. Okay, there's no way this time you're gonna make me release my strikers, bro. Nah, no way.
My first guess is Eli Junior Krupi. I know he plays for Bournemouth in real life, but he definitely moved somewhere that could have won a Champions League.
That's a smart guess, but nope.
How about Bonnie from Inter?
I'm safe.
Okay, what if Samu moved to a Champions League winning side? Actually, he does play for Porto, who have won it with Mourinho. So, what are we saying?
I finally get a striker, bro. Liam Delap is who I went for, plays for Chelsea. And also, because of the fear I have from you making me release Endrick, I also signed Rasmus Højlund from Man United, just in case you guessed, Stella. But yeah, at least now my striker spot is safe.
That is some good budgeting, I must admit. Well done.
But now I'm hoping to get some of your players. Looking at your team, I feel like you have gone heavy on centre backs and probably improved the cam spot as well. Actually, you could go for the right back too. You know what? What about Judy and Timber?
That was a good shout, but no.
Okay, you've had 280 million, so you're making big signings. What about Pacho, centre back?
Wrong.
Okay, maybe Florian Wirtz for the cam spot?
Would have been a dope player to bring in, but no.
I'm so bad at this.
What I've actually done is only signed backups apart from one position. The right back spot, I got Ribeiro Reid from Feyenoord, who now actually plays for Barcelona in my save. And then I got Ordóñez from PSG as a backup centre back. And I actually signed Nippon for my team from Manchester City.
Wow, even I have him. Minus 92.
Yeah, minus 83.
I have a feeling you could actually win this challenge this season itself. Because if you win the Champions League, it's done. I wouldn't even get an attempt at winning the Champions League. That would be just utter humiliation.
Okay, Sid, this might be your chance because I finished third this season. 72 points on my team. When I go into the FA Cup, I didn't win it. When I go into the Carabao Cup, I didn't get it. When I go into the Champions League, I got kicked out in the quarterfinals against Atletico Madrid. This is truly your shot.
Well, in the Premier League, I did better than you by finishing second, but I needed to win the league to get the bonus money. But at least I will be in the Champions League next year. But there's still the Europa League, where I lost in the final to Juventus.
So both of us only have 200 million next season. I mean, saying only, but our teams need probably more than that to truly improve.
To be honest, though, I've got a 93 rated goalkeeper. If I can sort out a few other positions, I might be able to win the Champions League. But saying that, I haven't won anything so far.
Same goes for me, but when I look at this team, it should have won a title already. By the way, my Argentine striker is up to an 89 now.
How is my Brazilian right winger also at an 89? These two are literally following the same overalls, man. It's crazy.
Hopefully one of them is going to win the Champions League next season and yours won't.
Oh, it does feel good to have a decent sized budget for once. 200 million. But this season, the guesses are going to be based on just player names. And both of us need to make some massive signings if we want to win the Champions League. I think, boys, with 200 million, there's a couple of things we need to do. In fact, both of them involve the centre-back spot. If we could get higher rated players in here, that could be the difference in us winning the Champions League and not. Because so far in this challenge, I've always been on the back foot. But now I feel like I've had the best Premier League finish in second. This season, same budget as Channy. We could make the comeback if I get my signings right. And I think I need to take big risks, and that involves signing players like Dean Howson. I know he's a really obvious pick. Channy could guess him. But if I get to keep him, he could really help us win the Champions League. You know what? Because we've got solid depth in the centre-back spot, I kind of feel it would be way smarter for us to maybe sign like a midfielder. Someone like Camavinga. He may not be a starter, but good squad depth. And that's what we're going to need to win the Champions League. Okay, squad depth this season has been massively improved. I think we should be good enough to win the Champions League, bro, if Liam Delap especially can get in on the goals.
Well, the first player we're shaking hands with is a higher rated backup striker, Santiago Castro for 50.4. Van Bergen, I'm sorry, but I needed a higher rated player because obviously this is the season where I want to win it all. So 84 rating is much better. And I guess this next one is a star by now. It's William Gomez from originally Porto, now Manchester United. 68.6 million spent on this lad. He comes in at an 85 rating, which is going to be quite useful. Can play on both wings, which is also quite important. And with the remaining part of my budget, I've gone for a backup keeper. It's Carnesecchi joining us. There's no way Sid is going to guess any of these, as he now comes in with an 88 rating, backing up the 93 rated Roofs, because I was thinking if he gets injured, I don't have anyone else, so this was important.
I'm looking at your team, and oh my days, who can you even sign at this point? Maybe someone like Pau Kubasi or Dean Howson?
Well, both of them are not part of my team.
Okay, maybe Florian Wirtz for the cam spot.
Nah. I've actually gone in and bought myself 3 backups. There was no way you were going to guess that. Gomez, Castro, and Carnesecchi join me.
Go ahead then, make your guesses.
I mean, surely you've not gone for Julian Alvarez again, have you?
No, I haven't. I've learned my lesson.
What about Alexander Isak?
Nope.
Have you gone back in for Endrick?
No, I didn't do that. Probably should have, now that I think about it, but no. I went for Dean Housen and Kamavinga for squad depth. I'm gonna trust Liam Delap. Hopefully he can get me to the Champions League final.
Well, if he performs like he does in real life, surely he won't.
I can't believe it, man. By 1 point, I missed out on winning the Premier League this season.
That makes me very happy because I won it by 2 points. So I'm going to get a massive boost in my budget next season unless you made it to the Champions League final.
Well, first of all, I'll be also getting a big boost next season because FA Cup is in the bag.
That's nice because I did the same thing. Won the final 5-0.
But either of us could win the Champions League and end the video right here. And it's looking good for me. I finished third in the league phase. Knocked out Bayern Munich in the round of 16. Then Galatasaray. Then Frankfurt. I had a Mickey Mouse run to the final. And yup, I'm facing PSV.
Rigged. Absolutely rigged, man. What the hell? Anyways, I finished 5th. I played Bayer Leverkusen. Okay. That could be called rigged as well. Quarterfinals, I faced Juventus. Just about beat them. Semi-finals, beat Manchester City. And now I'm facing PSG. So there's a really good chance you win. I don't know about my side of things.
And if both of us win the Champions League final, the person with the bigger goal difference is gonna be the winner. So, yep, I've got the advantage now considering it's PSV.
So let's watch yours first.
So this is the final team I've assembled. 7 seasons in the making. My Brazilian academy boy up to a 92. And he could now help me win the Champions League. I need to win this game big. Maybe like a 3-goal difference or something. Moment of truth. 3-1. Okay, I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's gonna be enough.
I mean, there's no way I'm beating PSG with 2 goals. Let's see. Now, my team might be better, but I'm not sure if I can beat PSG. Sid, this is the moment of truth. I need at least 2 goals, please. Come on!
I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
Let's go! You lost it, man. That's even better. S2GFC at the top. We take the win, bro. Let's go.
I am absolutely fuming.
If you enjoyed this video, watch us compete with Arsenal and Spurs in a takeover showdown. Click here.